In Gain Ground for the Sega Genesis, score is kind of, pun intended, pointless. You see, you can get as much score as you want in the game, but at the end of the day, it doesn't actually affect anything about your record. Who are you competing against? In the arcade version, at least, there was still a purpose. People still to this day compete to get high score records in the arcade version, especially at high-end arcade sites like Galloping Ghost Arcade, where the current world record was set. In the Genesis version, there's no point to getting points. So why would you even bother trying to get the highest score possible? For those of you who know my long-time research on the channel, I actually covered this subject a while ago in a series of videos. How you generate score in the game, both through killing enemies and end-of-level bonuses, the theoretical possible maximum score for the game, but most notably of all, an infinite score glitch found in the modern era, the world exclusive to the Genesis version. At the end of World 4, you fight a boss, and it's just this tank. He doesn't seem too special other than the fact that he's got 10 more health than a usual boss. What's important about this boss is the fact that the hitbox for the tank lingers after the tank's death, but the hurtbox does not, meaning that you can walk around inside the tank without dying after you've already killed it, but you can still hit the tank after it has died. There is still a tangible rectangle which consumes projectiles that enter it, and these hits still constitute the game's code in such a way that it will give you points for doing so. When the HP drops to 0, play the death animation. When the death animation ends, decrease the enemy counter by 1, and therefore, because it's the last enemy in the stage, end the level. However, this code is not very well thought through, as because the hitbox is still on the screen, we can still shoot the tank, and due to the way that Genesis games operate, the HP of the tank does not go into negative numbers, but instead loops back around to 256. Ergo, since the death animation lasts approximately 4 seconds, if we can deal 256 damage to the tank in the span of the death animation before the death animation timer runs out, the game will say, "Oh no, the tank has hit 0 HP. I guess that means we will have to play the death animation," and it will reset the timer for the death animation so that the death animation can start over from the beginning. Meaning that so long as we continuously deal large sums of damage to the tank, we can postpone the end of the level as long as possible while simultaneously grinding for an infinite source of score. The only limit to the score being how long we can stay in round 4 stage 10 before the timer kills us. Now in the past, I've used Game Genie codes to experiment around with this and just to see how much score we could possibly generate. And I ended up finding out that we can go way over the maximum score intended for the game and way above the maximum score counter, leading us into numbers like C0 something 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 something. But that was of course always in save state scenarios in which we could reset whenever we died. We would pick Glow Knight since he was the easiest character to maintain a grind with due to his high damage output of 3 damage per shield orb and then times 4 shield orbs plus 1 magic missile shot dealing 2 damage, meaning that we could deal 14 damage every time we pressed A and B simultaneously, and then that would just be like 6 mashes a second effectively in order to get through the amount of score we need to do the tank grind. But of course, like I said, that was with save states. But there was no purpose to play a full game just to do a tank grind so that you could increase your maximum score from 219,000 to like 400,000. I mean, why would you do that? You're not competing against anyone. Well, this is a site called RetroAchievements in which you actively compete against people. Normally the achievements on this site are just for normal ass things, you know, collecting the characters, you get an achievement for each of those, and then there's achievements for beating the game on hard difficulty and normal difficulty and for beating the game. But one mad lad genius got the idea to create a series of high scoreboards for each of the game's difficulty. A high score ranking and a low score ranking for easy, normal, and hard mode. Meaning, for the first time ever, there is a definable reason for the tank grind to be useful in a competitive category of Gain Ground, and only on this site, as far as I'm aware. So one night, I downloaded the emulators and plugins required in order to submit my high score for hard mode directly to the Gain Ground leaderboards on RetroAchievements.com, knowing that the tank grind itself would completely shatter all of the records that currently existed, and there would be no competition from anyone in the future. And, well, it didn't go quite as planned, but I mean, Well, just watch the video. You'll see what I mean.
Alright everyone, welcome to Game Ground. I'm on a different emulator today. Not my usual Gens emulator. I downloaded one called BlizzHawk because of a site called RetroAchievements.com. They have achievements for Game Ground. Now, RetroAchievements, basically it hooks into your emulator and it detects when you perform certain actions in game, and then it gives you achievement points based off those things. And the achievements are fan-made, and from what I've been told, they scale exponentially based off of the difficulty of the achievements that you are going after. So we're going to go after a series of achievements in hard mode for beating the entire game in a single sitting, and we're going to see how many points we can get. I may not have clarified it before, but the plan is a tank grind. You see, in Retro Achievements, score goes up by exponential amounts. I really wish I had an emulator that showed the live update of the score. Perhaps if I feel like redoing this, I will have it on a different emulator. Let's show the world how Fire Knight runs. That's not Fire Knight. Ooh, Moonwalker. I'm gonna go classic Fire Knight. No, I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with that. I'm getting sloppy. I need something to sync with. Fun. Shoot, 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 shoot. I am getting a bit too close to comfort for some of these arrows. Ooh, 4444 is not a good number. Ooh, that guy did a side shift. Alright. Surely I'll get it this time. There's the key. Alright. Let's get the rest of these guys cleaned up. 2, 1, 0. That was probably the cleanest 1-8 I've had all night. Alright, Fire Knight time. Or, we can just play Robbie. Let's play Robbie. That'll be fun. That was fun until I died. Alright. I always forget that only 2 of the guys in this level have 1 HP, and they're not the guys that come out of the sides, or the guys that run down. I was gonna shoot, I was a coward. Didn't take the exit. I took the coward's way out. We'll go for another Robbie, give him a second chance. Alright. Now I want to try this flusher thing that we learned about in our auto-clicker video. Okay. I want to flush this guy. Nope. Okay. I was either too close to his trigger range or I did something horrendously wrong. Let's get Fire Knight in here. I gotta exit anyways. 5, and we go for the strafes. Shoot 2 like that. Gain ground is a 3D game. Challenge me otherwise. Head in for Mars. Alright, this is a live run. Okay, you're out of the trench. You're out of trench. You're out of trench. Wouldn't it be funny if I just broke the world record? I mean, like, I don't even know what pace I'm on. I doubt I'm doing good. I haven't been focusing too much on World 1. Barely optimized anything. But hey, I mean, even with that 5.9 flub, I might be enough to get past. But if I go for a committed tank grind, then it's not going to beat the world record now. Ooh, now that was a snipe. It's amazing how often I'm not looking at my character and I'm just looking at what I'm doing. Like where the bullets are going to be, rather than how the enemies are actually attacking. Call that greed. Could've killed me. Greed! Let's go! Greed! Alright, World 4. Professor. Can't stop the top. Cannot stop the top. Alright, that's fine. Come on, get the roamers out of there. Screw it. Going. Car. Pedestrian. Alright. Back at it. Johnny. What? Oh, wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, help. What happened? Okay, that was a horrendously scary glitch. Everything just shattered and froze for like 3 seconds there. I nearly lost Johnny because of it. Hope that doesn't mean the footage is gonna corrupt. Don't scare me like that again. I know you're a new emulator, but you don't have the right. Yeah. Alright, let's get you out of here. Verbal shame. Let's cheat. Let's just snipe with Robbie. I'm not taking my chances. Alright. Now let's see if I remember the strategy correctly. It's wait for the car, forward, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Something like that. Diagonal shot on you, and you. That's why we keep the guy on the left alive. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, get a gunner. You have less range. Why did I pick you? You're deliberately inferior. Alright. Looks like it's fine, because we got our guy anyways. Wait for the car. Left, right, left again. Shoot. Shoot. Get down. Wait for the grenadiers to stop. Cleared out. Alright. 4-9. Gonna be another... Actually, I think I'll use Valkyrie. That was much easier in the 1% run. much more lax, if you would. And one friend down at the bottom. Get back to your post. What are you doing? You're not supposed to run that far. Guy's trying to go into the wrong stall. Alright, here's the hard part. We gotta set up a tank glitch with Glow Knight and no setup. If I die with Glow Knight, the run is dead. So I'm gonna play it very cautiously. Extremely cautiously. Okay, come down, and come down. Alright. Now we gotta hit the tank 20 times and then rush in with the shields. This is what'll break the scoreboard, folks. So I think that was about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gam! Shit. Run's dead. Can't believe I did that. Who cares anymore?
And so concluded the first day of attempting to beat RetroAchievements' high scoreboard. But things didn't seem to quite be working the way I thought they were. I didn't think my score was submitting properly. Something didn't look right with the footage I had. My first assumption was that I was using the wrong emulator, and that the emulator I had was not good for submitting high scores. After all, one of the videos I had seen in the past of someone completing a high score run had a score counter in the bottom right, unlike mine. So I switched emulators from BlizzHawk to LibRetro, a more official RetroAchievements emulator that can better send information to the site, but it didn't quite seem to be working. That's when I learned that there's a difference between regular softcore achievements and hardcore achievements. Hardcore mode is a mode that can be enabled, which prevents you from using save states and other external devices. And so I enabled hardcore mode on the new emulator and attempted to test it to see if I could get a score to submit. I examined my process and tested things by sending Ather, Betty, and Johnny immediately to their deaths in 1-1. This is because the technical requirements for getting on the scoreboard is simply for the score to be recorded when the game ends. However, when I did so and let the game run to the game over screen, I did not get a score on the scoreboard of 0. In fact, I got a message saying that the score failed to submit. I tried it again, this time giving myself a couple of points, beating a couple of the enemies and then killing everyone off. I still got the same fail message. So I had no clue what the hell I was doing wrong. At first, I thought the problem was that my account wasn't official yet. I noticed that I couldn't change my profile image because I did not have enough Retro Achievement points yet, and it wanted to either make me get over 250 achievement points or to wait 2 weeks. So my logic was, maybe it's not allowing me to submit a score to the scoreboard as an anti-spam measure. So I thought I could prove my account legitimate by gathering a large number of achievements in other games, such that I wouldn't ruin the video experience and could collect the achievements in Gameground as I progressed. So I decided to play some other games that I had some high expertise in, games that would have challenging achievements worth a lot of points so that I could quickly gather my score up to 250 to test my theory. The first game I played was the Ooze, and while I didn't beat the game, I never can and never could, I did get a lot of achievement points out of it, but not quite enough to get to the amount required. So I also found Mean Bean Machine and beat the entire game on very hard difficulty. Since none of the achievements, except for the last one, required me to not use continues, it was a pretty easy feat. If you want to see the gameplay footage of me playing the Ooze and Mean Bean Machine, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'd put them in this video, but they ended up being really long and off subject, and as a result would bloat the length of this video beyond measure. I mean, the Ooze and Mean Bean Machine combined took 3 hours, and were done over the course of 2 days.
Let's head south. I can't remember what's down here. It's bonus. It's bonus alert. Bonus. Oh. Alert. Oh, if I retain my super speed? What the hell? I think this is a new speedrunning glitch. Well, I've retained speed, but I can still spit. This is an amazing glitch state. It's a good thing I'm recording this, otherwise we'd never know. This will make it very easy to finish a level. I bet you I could play pacifist like this.
But even with 250 retro achievement points, I still encountered the same error over and over again. So I thought really long and hard about what could possibly be causing this failure. And then I had the strangest idea. I ran after Betty and Johnny into their deaths once more, but instead of letting the screen go to the high scoreboard and back to the menu, I used a continue, and I continued using continues until all of my continues had been exhausted, and only then, finally with all of my continues used, did a score of 0 submit to the high score record. And the reason I kept getting that fail message was not because of the way I was trying to submit the score, but because of the fact that Gameground's demo footage started playing. You know how you sit on the menu for a while and eventually it starts playing the game by itself in a pre-recorded way? Well, apparently LibRetro is smart enough to examine that and say, hey, that's not a player, don't accidentally submit this score. So, with that in mind, in the middle of day 3, right after beating Mean Bean Machine and learning of my mistake, I went back into the emulator once more in an attempt to beat hard mode with a tank grind in order to break the maximum score.
Alright fellas, welcome back. Turns out, nothing we did the past few days in terms of getting a retro score was really relevant. The problem was entirely focused around the fact that Gameground is dependent on detecting how many continues you have left in order to consider it a legitimate game over on retro achievements. Ergo, in all the tests I did, where I just ran after Betty and Johnny into the first 3 bowmen I could find and then waited the timer out for the continues to go away, it never submitted. And the failure message I was getting was from the demo playing. Alright. With everything ready, with hard mode selected, let's get all the way through this game legitimately. And we're gonna bust this score wide open. That number on the bottom right is gonna tell us how our progress is going. As you can see, it will scale linearly with all points we get. But once you cross the magic threshold of, what is it, 1,000? 10,000? You're going to see a pretty big jump. What's better about this is I've even tested it with some of the bugs from before, and I can confirm that this does pick up score that the score counter does not track correctly. For example, if I shoot this guy and then get killed, score went up on the bottom right, but it stayed safe on the bottom left. Ain't that interesting? So yeah, that score will stay actually accurate to what my score is, which means if we can get all the way to World 4 and perform a tank grind, we should be able to see our score go up in real time, which I think will have immeasurable implications for further research into that subject. I mean, I imagine Retro Achievements is probably smarter than a Genesis, and it'll just count the numbers normally. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder what that'll look like. How fast the actual rate of speed we'll have there with Glow Knight. Now, it's actually a pretty good thing that I failed my first attempt at Gameground when I wanted to get this score record. If I hadn't, then I would have been really disappointed when there was no submission. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet, by the way, but I just want to make absolutely sure I don't mess anything up here. Because trust me, it's a pretty long time sink to get all the way to World 4. But now that this stage is interesting, we can talk about it. Whew. Let's get a hit on you and you. And you. Ah, man. I wanted to do the cool thing. Pistolero. Pistol. Blast you. You can shoot arrows. Not good to have you around. And we're good. It's too close. But yeah, you can see in my bottom right, my score has jolted significantly due to that one effect. Passing the 10,000 threshold gives me a bonus of some kind on Retro Achievements. Which, as you imagine, we will exploit enormously when we get to World 4. I don't think there will be any question that I'll be number 1 on the leaderboard once we get that score in, and hopefully, if they have a little dignity, maybe they'll change the rules of how the scoreboard works, just, you know, make sure that no one does another tank glitch again. But see, the thing is, I have no clue how this scoreboard scales the points, so we could end up with anywhere from, like, just double the score to a full figure or two ahead of the massive score that is there. Like, what is it right now? It's like a couple million? Let's take a look, actually. Hard high score. Well, normal high score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50 million. For reference, a standard game of Game Ground has about 220,000 points. And that's for someone who's good at the game and isn't hacking their timer or anything like that. Because if you hack the timer, you can get a little higher, but not by much. So, to say that someone playing normal mode, which is arguably the longer version of the game, is getting 50 million, and they aren't even using tank grind, I'm pretty certain I'll be able to bust that wide open, since a tank grind can easily equal the maximum total game score. No question there. As long as I just don't get Fire Knight killed. Perfect. I'm gonna have to stretch my arm and get ready for a tank ride when it comes up. I'm also remaking all these achievements since last time I wasn't in hardcore mode. Left, right, right. I missed. Tried to look cool, did it while I was talking, and it didn't work because I was talking. Left, right. See? The stress of actually being on camera and talking. Usually I'm not talking. Alright, let's pure verbal this. And let's abuse some things from the video I haven't put out yet. Or maybe I have, I don't know. Boom. No lower roamers. Now we can stand here and we can farm. We can get rid of the top zone and never have to worry about it ever again. And the left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Easy. And that's all them. You and you. I forget that guy down there isn't a... I've been watching too much PS2. I gotta play more Genesis. Let's see if we can abuse Water Knight here. I failed last time I tried this. But we'll see how it works this time. It doesn't remember. Now, ironically, I still feel safer attacking the wizards the standard way, so I want to know how close can I get to this guy before he triggers. Okay, about that close. Pretty good to know. Alright. Down, up, there. That's usually the pattern. Sometimes they invert the top and the bottom guy. You can tell I'm not really worried about my time score, because I'm just gonna absolutely obliterate the record with just normal movement. What happened? Okay, I lived, I guess. Water. You tried to juke me there, did ya? Oh, I see how it is. Alright. Send in the bonder. Now for the strafe. Beautiful. Other way. My emulator appears to be lagging a little bit. Got a little too close to that mini scarab there. I zoned out a bit too far. 3, 2, 1, get! Here he comes. Got him. Got him, coach. Left. Arc. Arc again. Arc. Arc straight. And run up, and 2 shots. Perfect. Come on, get back here. You're supposed to die. There. But yeah, I've already got triple digits. I'm already way above the intended maximum score on the bottom right there. There's no possible way I'm gonna mess this up. The only way I can mess this up is if I somehow forget or mix up the tank grind. But like I messed up the last time, so I'm not gonna take any second chances. I'm gonna play it very strict and cautious. I don't even need a maximum tank grind, I just need a tank grind of any kind. Back over here. That's what a strafe attack does, boys. Lets me get gutsy and risky. Come on, get in here, get in here. Oh, or you could die. That works too. Left, left, right, right. Onward, a modern era. Let's go. Alright. Gunslinger Meat Shield. We're gonna bring out Professor. Okay, that was pretty dumb of me. This. Perfect. Alright, next guy. Johnny, you're gonna come up. I'm gonna keep you low to the ground so that you can keep strafing up. Strafe them as they come out. Strafe them as they come out. There's 3 left, and they're all triggered by this guy. So as soon as he goes, I'm gonna have to be in line. Ready? Set. Perfect! No death. Alright. We're cheating this one too. We're gonna go Ravi again. Not taking any chances. It's a good thing I decided to do this challenge on hard mode so there's no hostages to rescue. Ooh, I'm getting too fancy with it. I got too fancy with my feet. I should not have done that. I should have done one at a time. Never trust 4-3. Alright. Speedrun tactic. Wait for the car. Rush the exit. One, two. 1, 2. I missed. Okay. We've recovered it. Leave the furthest guy alive just in case we need an exit run. Hop one over the diagonal. Shoot one diagonal. That's why we keep the guy on the left alive. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright. Let's get ready to rescue the Verbal. Whee! And I believe we can hit this guy with Mars. We're not taking any chances, we're going straight into Bonder. Now you're wondering, why Bonder? Well, I'll show you. Because he can do that. Better yet, you can keep this guy in check. And now, all the low ground guys are babies. especially these ambushers, which will come behind our strafe attack. It's a difficult setup, but it's really useful if you can pull it off. And now we can run the exit with impunity, since these guys can't see us if we're standing on the furthest right pixels of the screen. So we got a little wiggle room here. So this is the strafe, and we do 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we call the grenades downwards, and left, right. Alright. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, folks. We've made it to 410. Now, I could sack a gunslinger if I want to, but I'm gutsy. Alright, prepare for the tank. We gotta count 20 hits, then we gotta run in and mash A and C and probably also B. And we're gonna watch that score skyrocket, folks. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Okay, play it safe. Play it safe. You got all the time in the world. You're gonna get infinite score. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. 8. 8, 9. 10, 11. 12, 13. 14, 15. 16, 17. Next volley should get it. 18, 19, 20. Get in there. Get in there. We're in. No! No, I missed it! Damn it. Ah. You know what? We're gonna reset. Okay, resync. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Enter. Hard. Enter. Enter. I'm gonna play more seriously this time and less for show, because I'm not gonna show you this entire run, because obviously I've already showed you the entire previous run. So we're gonna play this a lot more like a hard mode speedrun. I will cut in right now to say that we are reaching that 10,000 threshold if you want to see it again. One and 2, and I shouldn't have to worry about those roamers again. Fantastic stuff. Back to 110. We're up to World 2 now, folks. We'll be back at our World 4 status in no time, don't worry. Okay, we're not going to do the complicated setup, we're just going to play standard. That was a much tighter spawn cycle. This isn't a speedrun. We're just playing the game fast. Fast and loose. 1, 1, 2. Nope. Fast and loosed. Fast and loose. Very loose. Oh, that actually hit something. You usually don't hit anything with that. Alright. Time for Mud Puppy to have a couple stages. That was close. Nearly could have lost him there. I can't shoot through those, I keep forgetting. Watching too much PS2. Alright, we're back to 310, folks. Things are going great. I've been much faster this time around. He's gonna pull in and the other guy's gonna pull out. They're perfectly out of sync with each other, it looks like. Playing a bit greedy there, but we made it. Alright, back in World 4. We got a good shot at this. We just gotta play it safe with the strategies we know will work. 4-4, let's see if we can pull it off this time. Missed it again. This is the stage that killed us with greed. Best serve us well to remember. There we go. Sort of like a sonar. Tells you how close you are to the wall based off of the speed of fire. Alright, 4-7. We're getting closer, folks. So the trick is not to shoot that guy up there. That reduces chaos immensely. I will have to mark that down in the future. Car. 1-2, retreat. 1-2. Grenades down below. And up we go. Ah, okay. We're good. We're good. We just gotta think carefully. And even then, I could beat the game without verbal. He's not required. As absurd as it is, since I've been using him this whole time, I can beat the game without him, if I need to. One, two, Vertivelto. Come on, there we go. Safe. Perfect. Then the down up strategy. Up, down, up, down. 2 like this. 2 more like this. You. Ooh, double kill. And then fancy shots like this. Okay. We're back, folks. We're back at 410. Alright, we got another shot at this. Glow Knight, you're up. Second guy. That's dangerous. Okay. Stay calm. Gotta get 20 hits. Be prepared in case the tank decides to drive down. 1, 2, 3. You decided to drive down. I was very cautious there. That really paid off. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Okay, halfway. No! Down, down, up, down, down. Enter. Left, left, left. Or right. I guess that's right. I'm too tired. Alright, we're giving this one last shot, folks, for the night. Before I call it a day and try again tomorrow. Speed is key. Fire overhead. I didn't know that guy could shoot up. I've never hit that guy in like that frame before. Probably could have been faster on that. New world record. That was a pretty fast time. Was that a time of 87? World 3 boss. We're getting back there slowly but steadily. Four. Let's see if I can do the trick this time. Involves not shooting. Well, maybe the timing were different because it was hard mode and they run faster. That might have been why I failed the past few times. Never thought of that. Ooh. Perfect. Johnny, don't shoot forward, but shoot those guys on the right. Okay, now shoot forward. There. And you. We're coming up on it, folks. All right. We've made it. We've made it back to 410. I'm gonna pause and make absolutely sure everything's recording. You're recording. You are recording new audio as well. That is good. Now the question is, do I want to use a gunslinger just to start so that I have a meat that can just be killed? I think I will, because I've done this too many times and I really couldn't care less if I lose Co. I'm gonna have to keep carefuler track now because I will have odd and even numbers in my head. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good. 10. I think I can do the rest of Glow Knight. One, 2, 3. 6. No, 10 is only 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 4, 5. I think 4 left now. We're in! Alright. Look at that score grind, baby! We're gonna break this board. Hopefully not my keyboard, but we're gonna break your board. Alright, so here's the hard part. We have to disengage the grind as close to 0 seconds as possible so we can get to the next stage. If we go over 0, we lose. We restart. So I'm going to be very safe with this, and I'm going to stop the grind at 8. Because I'm pretty sure in past, I've done it at like 5 or 4. But I don't know how long it'll go. Our only goal now is just to get as much as possible. I'm twirling my fingers, ABC, ABC, ABC. For those of you who don't know, I'm on a keyboard setup at the moment, so it's just as easy as having pointer on 1, middle finger on 2, ring finger on 3 on my numpad, and then I just go trilling it like I'm playing Elephant, whatever it's called. That song, whatever that song's called. Is it Elephant Walk? No. Baby Elephant Walk is a different song I played in orchestra. What chop? Not chopsticks. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, we gotta focus. Shift up. We're gonna use 2 hands now, just to get my hands a little less tired. And look at how much faster we're going now. That score ain't gonna know what hit it, baby. Come on, higher, higher. Give us one of those score bonuses, why don't you? Okay, I said I was gonna stop at 8 or 7. I'll stop at the late end of 8, just to be safe. 9, 8. I'm fine with 4. 4 seconds is good. Look at that score. We've already surpassed the maximum. We could die and still win. But let's beat the game, just for the sake of it. You know, this is my first time doing a tank grind in a full game run. Successfully, at least. And this site is definitely the first time I've actually attempted it, for any reason. I caused a traffic jam. Oh, they're gonna be pretty upset when they see how high this score goes. I can just tell. Boomerangs versus bots. I should have left you alive. Would have been safer to leave you alive. Actually, no, because the fast route is up the cyborgs. I learned about that. It's called none left beef. Whoop! Now I can't engage none left beef. Alright. I'm just gonna have to play it safer. That was not the safe choice. I'm just gonna run like a maniac. Shit. No, who cares about them? I've lost the character that's important. I'm just gonna let him die. Piss off. Now you come over here. I've had worse parties than a genocide run. Okay. Let's try tornadoes here. This is the first time I've ever used the tornado trick that I used in my video. Alright, so let's see. If I remember correctly, I gotta hit on the black pixel. Nope. It's this black pixel. No. This black pixel. Yep. Now I gotta get to the one up here, and I gotta cover the red dot. And there we are. Deathless and time saved. Perfect. Now the globes. Gonna want to pick you. Can't tell if that was luck or INV frames, but I'm gonna take it as a blessing. Don't care about you. You weren't important. Alright, final level. Not the prettiest party, but hey, we made it. I'm gonna be extra safe here. I'm gonna pick verbal and wait for the missile. What? How did that not kill? Oh, I was literally one off. Talk about a Hwapoon moment. And that's game, folks. We just beat the scoreboard by 34 million. Let's just give this a
And thus ended Day 3. With the successful implementation of a tank grind into a full run of hard mode, we had beaten the maximum score record on RetroAchievements.com by over 34 million points. So I waited 24 hours to see if anyone would notice my achievement, and no one seemed to comment on there. So I figured, maybe I gotta send them a second message, huh? I think normal mode will do. We need the achievements for all the hostage gatherings after all, so why not? Although, as I would quickly learn, the hostage achievements are not made when you collect a hostage, but are instead gathered when you scroll over them in your party. Ergo, there were some instances where I just ignored having a character in my party for several levels, only to scroll past 3 of them at once and get a buttload of achievements all at the same time. Unfortunately, this ruined my traditional plan of having each achievement pop up after each level as a way to do a montage, so instead I decided to do a montage more like this.
Imagine using some of this for Gascon footage. There she is, the last unique hostage of the game. And now... and we've done it. Should be everyone. Aha! Mastery of the game ground. Oops. Master of game ground, just lost to Mars. It probably would have been smarter to kill everyone but the guy on the right side, because now I gotta... unless it's really easy to juke. Nah, it's not easy to juke. There has to be a blind spot up at this top corner.
And now, enjoy me attempting to defeat the tank in normal mode. I'll be honest, it unfortunately took many more attempts than I thought it would, considering that it should have been easier since I had 2 glow knights and therefore have as many ways to screw up. And yet...
Alright, day 4. It's been about 24 hours since I broke that record yesterday, and they haven't said anything, so I'm just going to do normal as well. After all, I got to get all the achievements for rescuing all the hostages. I don't think they allow 2 players, so I'll just do it 1 player, and we'll have some fun. Alright. Last stage. Let's send in Glow Knight first. How many Glow Knights do we have? That's a good question. I feel like it should be 2, if my memory serves correctly. Yep. Send in 1. Very cautiously. Alright, here he comes. Get ready for the tank grind. 20 hits. And then a shield. 3, and he drives straight down. Of course he drives straight down. He always drives straight down. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 12. That might have been 13, but I'll count it as 13. 14, 15, 14, 15. Okay, when he comes down, next time he hits center. Come on, get it! Damn it! That 1 orb circled around too slowly. I'll have to reset. We're resetting. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, up, up, enter. Alright. We're back in 410. We're not going to make the same mistake twice. I don't have any more time tonight. Alright. Closer. Now I am willing to make a different mistake. No, like that. Oh, this isn't going good at all. Made it. Alright, let's get these fireworks consumed. I don't want this shield sticking out when we get into the tank. Okay. Calm yourself. Here he comes. Prepare for the possibility of him driving down. 1, 2, 3. Yep, knew that would happen. I'm gonna play extra safe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $13, $15, $16, $17. Should go to the center. No!
Day 5. Not even gonna bother with an intro, you know what we're doing. Alright. Back in 410. Day 5. I'm gonna play extra safe. Get a Fire Knight Brigade should be getting. We need 20. We can't kill him with Fire Knight, but we're gonna keep Fire Knight in there as long as possible. I'll be safe. I don't remember if I counted correctly. It's a good thing. We did it, folks! Finally! Ooh, it took forever. Shasters, you do not know how many attempts this took. Maybe you did, maybe I made a montage, I don't know. Anyway, we're in normal mode. Rescued most people. I skipped a couple because I just didn't care about them. I already got all the achievements for everyone. So here we are. Grinding out. Sorry, Fire Knight, you had to be sacrificed for the greater good there. But look at that score go up. We'll be holding that record in no time. Okay, that's about the same amount of time left over. And we more than doubled our score. Alright. Nothing can stop us from getting that high score now.
And thus ended my quest to overthrow the Retro Achievements scoreboards. With the hard mode tank beaten, I felt very relaxed going through World 5. I felt so relaxed that I decided to use some really dangerous tactics just to see if I could get some interesting outcomes. I ended up throwing away a lot of characters just because I felt too lazy to pick them back up again. I mean, did it really matter? I had the maximum score, nothing I did would change that fact. So I ran my way through the last World 5 and defeated the final boss with ease, and a sacrificed character here or there. And as a result, my normal mode run just barely outscored the hard mode run, both of which clocked in at about 64 million, which is about 34 million above the maximum score for each respective category. And I don't really see myself coming back to this. I mean, I got all the achievements for getting all the characters, and I got all the achievements for beating the game with the hardest difficulty, and now I own 2 of the 3 high scoreboards. The only other scoreboard to beat would be easy, but because easy mode skips out on World 4, there's no way to do a tank grind. Therefore, there's no way to easily beat that scoreboard. So I think that's where I'll leave this video at. If any more Retro Achievement stuff comes up in the future, it'll be for other games, but Game Ground is definitely done. And let me tell you, by the end of my hard mode run, I was tired. Very tired. So thanks for watching. I think I'll leave the rest of the outro to be narrated over by the Ariel who beat the normal mode run. Happy 3-year Channelversarry, everyone.
So anyway, we did it! 34 million extra points added to our scoreboard thanks to the power of the tank grind. I believe this serves as a fitting grand finale to the what is the quest of the maximum score in Gain Ground, as I started many time ago. Took me quite a couple runs to actually get this run, but hey, it's pretty difficult to do a tank grind in the middle of a high-pressure, hard speed run. 411,000. And that translates to 84 million. Retro Achievements? I say keep it because it's funnier. But fix it if you want to. I'm gladly approving of fixing. Hey, if I get banned for this, this would be hilarious. I'd love to be the guy who got banned from Gain Ground for abusing the tank. Man. What a day. What a night. I'm tired. My throat hurts. I've been talking too much. I just went through so many games in the past few days to try and get retro points. Probably never going to do it again, but hey, it's the thought that counts. So yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry if this took a while and I haven't done other videos recently, but I've been working on big projects. And let's just say that big project is entering into the final phases of testing. Once it comes out, you'll all be ready for a hell of a time. That's not a good way to tease it. How can I tease it? I don't know what I could possibly say about it that would spoil what it is. Let's just say I hope you have Steam. Yeah, that'll work. I hope you have Steam, because I am... you're gonna need it. Alright. Thanks. See you next time.